For years, I wanted to get rid of my belly fat. I wanted to look lean and aesthetic, but I didn't know how to do it. I used to do crunches every day, a lot of cardio, but still, it wasn't going anywhere. Since I wasn't making any progress and the advice I was given wasn't working either, I decided to try something else. I challenged myself to use a different route for 3 months and see what happens. I'm not gonna lie, it was a hell of a challenge, but after failing for so long, my plan worked. It worked. I finally got rid of my belly fat. And not only once, I got all the weight back again, so I decided to do it one more time, and 3 months later, the belly fat was gone, and this time for good. I've been able to keep it off and maintain visible abs for a long time. So if you would like to know how I did it so you can do the same, here are the most important things I did that helped me achieve this transformation. Here's the hard truth most people don't want to accept. Belly fat won't go just because you're doing cardio and crunches, it just won't. There is only one rule when it comes to burning fat, and it is to get into a calorie deficit. We need to consume fewer calories than we need. As soon as you start doing that, you're gonna start seeing the benefits almost immediately. If you don't know how many calories you need to consume to maintain your body weight, head over to this website, put in your information, and it'll give you back an estimate on how many calories you need. Now, it's our job to make sure we don't go above our maintenance level, and to make this process easier, there are a couple of things I always do. First, eliminate ultra-processed foods. That means junk food, sugar, chips, snacks, and things like that gone. These high-calorie dense foods make everything harder. They increase our calorie intake by a lot and makes us crave more food. I try my best to not consume any of these things, although once a week I allow myself to eat some pizza. Second, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern where you cycle between periods of eating and fasting. By reducing the time windows in which I can eat, I'm less likely to overeat. In other words, the less meals you have in a day, the more likely it is you'll get into a calorie deficit. Besides, you will get better at resisting temptations and ignoring cravings. Third, eat more protein. Protein keeps you full for longer, so if you prioritize protein and reduce the amount of carbs you eat, you'll notice right away how much easier it is to eat less. I swear to God, once I increased the amount of protein I was eating every day, the whole process turned into easy mode like a video game. And you also need to consume enough protein to make sure you don't lose a ton of muscle while losing fat. The reason why most people can't get the results they want is because they still believe more cardio is the key. Cardio is great. Yeah, sure, but lifting wins in this case because it tells your body to hold on to muscle while burning fat. Believe me, losing fat at the cost of your muscles is not a great idea, so if you want to preserve your muscles, you need to do some resistance training. There are a lot of routines out there you can try, but in my case, I love lifting weights 4 times per week and do cardio only once. And when I say cardio, I'm talking about high-intensity cardio like running or jumping rope, because I try to walk as much as possible every day. My workout routine is pretty simple. I don't like complicated things. I go to the gym 5 days a week for 45 to maximum 1 hour. I'll put on the screen my exact plan in case you wanna copy it. Some people might say it is not the most optimal, but to me it is the best because I love going to the gym because of it, and that's what really matters. Just keep in mind that doing more crunches will not make you lose more belly fat. It doesn't work that way. What will make you lose belly fat is being in a calorie deficit, which comes primarily from your diet. It's way easier to eat fewer calories than to overeat and then try to burn those calories through exercise. There's one more thing you need to get right if you want to get rid of your belly fat. It's actually the key of succeeding at everything I mentioned before, and it is consistency. Doing diet for a day is not gonna do it. Working out very hard one day but then quitting the next is useless. You need to be consistent. The best way to stay consistent is to make this process as easy as possible. Do diets you can stick to, make sure your workouts don't feel like the hard grind, develop habits that allow you to keep going even when it's hard. Make sure you get enough sleep every night and learn to love the process because getting rid of that stubborn belly fat is going to be a challenge. But if you learn to love the process and develop this beautiful mindset that allows you to keep going when the going gets tough, you're going to become part of the small minority that actually achieve the success, and you'll see how your belly fat is gonna disappear. If you care about becoming the kind of person who doesn't stop growing, then subscribe to the channel and let's keep growing together. That's everything for this video. Goodbye.